Okay, so we're concluding the first day of training here at Rolling Hills with US Energy. What did you get out of today? What did you learn that was different or important to you?
About how you can build a brand on the internet by using different sites and optimization.
Brand for what? For the salesperson?
For the salesperson, for the store, depending on which level you're at, you can do it.
Okay, give me one example of what you're going to take from today that you're going to put into effect.
Building my own site.
Building your own site. So you're going to build your own website. Okay, great. What about you, sir? What did you get out of today?
I got a lot out of it. Just something, the weekly planning.
The weekly planning.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. So, and see how people's minds work differently? The first gentleman just, jumped into the fact of one thing completely different. We went into time management organization. I love that. Explain to me, what did you learn from the weekly planning? What about weekly planning did you get out of it?
How to prepare for the upcoming week by taking some time out, sharpening the saw, if you will.
So the most powerful point of planning is not daily, monthly, or annual planning. It's weekly planning.
Yeah.
And we went into the whole cubbyism. Okay. Sir, what about you? What did you get out of it today? What did you learn that you're going to take back and kind of put into your own arsenal?
The phone processing, learning how to deal with price objections.
Did you like how I did that?
Well, it gave me some ammunition to use, or
Okay.
some philosophy to deal with.
So you like the phone process, and then you're going to love tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to focus completely, probably at least 3/4 of the day, just role-playing, drilling, and going through the phone stuff. And if we've got time, I'm not shy. I'll go live right here off your CRM off my laptop and just make phone calls live. I want you to hear me talk to customers. Okay? We're good. So what about you, sir? What did you get out of, what did you learn from today?
I learned about identifying your competition, finding their weaknesses, and crushing them.
Crushing the competition. You like that a lot. All right, good.
That's what it takes.
I love it. Okay, what about you? What did you learn for today that you could take into your repertoire after you leave this training?
I like taking YouTube video and bringing it to the first page of Google.
So video search engine optimization. So what did you think about the whole Robert Wiseman? Isn't that crazy what that guy could do?
You think he's got it conquered, and I think he's got it figured out.
Okay, so video search engine optimization. And did it help you when I broke down how to do the title, the descriptions, all that stuff? Did that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. What about for you? What did you learn out of today?
I really enjoyed the cubby stuff that we walked, the
Yes.
move over the rocks and the
big
basically,
rocks?
Yeah, focusing on the big things before you focus on the small things.
Have you ever read the book yet?
No.
Or the audio?
Nope.
Okay, so here's the thing. Some people aren't big readers, and I listen to just as many audiobooks as I read books because I'm busy and I'm driving, and I drive a lot. So I'll just drop it in, or if I'm in the plane, I'll use my iPod, or iPhone, I should say, with iTunes in it. So that you should definitely read the book. Okay, you're a general sales manager. You've been an AutoNation trainer and all this other stuff. What did you get out of the training, if anything, different? I don't want to go through the basics, but is there
definitely
anything?
the video search engine optimization on the titles and kind of syncing everything together so you actually, it's not just taking a video. If it doesn't show up, it doesn't matter what you're doing. No sense in taking a video if it's not going to show up. It's
And
getting it to show up into that first page because that's where it really counts. And the second thing is to really focus on, like we always talk about, winning your backyard first before you worry about conquering the world, conquering your home. So it's making sure that, I need to do an assessment of, in this particular case, especially Ford and Chevy, and see what their strengths are, where their weaknesses, where our opportunities are, and then figure a way to basically, basically envelope them, especially with the online presence or whatever, so we can kind of diminish them as far as possible and bring us to the forefront.
Now, I want your opinion. Did you think the way that I explained the video search, because this could be quantum physics to somebody, video search engine optimization, it sounds intimidating. I tried to turn around and make it as simple by going through the title and showing you in the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So do you feel comfortable that you can,
Yes.
you and your team could go do it without buying anything? You just do it yourself?
Absolutely, because you actually, it was good that that's why when you stopped and went into it on the YouTube channel, went into the settings and basically talked about the geo-tracking and talked about making sure all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you actually showed us how to go in. Like I could go in now and go into our YouTube account and see why we're not coming up, because I can look at the titles, I can look at, there's no relevancy between maybe what's in the title and what's in the text of things. So yeah, you showed it, you actually did hands-on, so it's much easier to understand.
Perfect. And what did you learn from today?
I would say how big social media plays into
Crazy.
the car business side. Nate hit on the websites, but not just with Facebook, with Twitter, but they got Google Plus, they got Pinterest, Flickr, YouTube, all that stuff relates back.
Are you signed up at those sites right now?
No, but I will be very shortly.
Heck yeah, right? Especially like LinkedIn?
Yep.
Okay, and do you like that one of the examples I showed you with the Ford Davenport, that you personally, forget about the dealership for a second, but if you personally set up your own Flickr, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube channel, and you optimize the content like videos, pictures, and blog posts like I taught you guys today, that you will show up all over the place on Google you know, without spending money, just by spending your time.
Absolutely.
Perfect. What did you learn out of today?
Well, since you took what I was going to say,
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna-
comes up differently. Go ahead.
I would say
Your
using, utilizing the reviews of your competitors' products from
Ooh.
other websites and stuff
Okay.
to show people if you've got a customer that's getting ready to walk, you can pull something up for them on an F-150, slam it down right in front of them, show them, well, look, here, I've got reviews right here I can show you that say this, 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 and this, and I can show you the reviews for a Tundra, and it says this,
Use
this,
the bar
this.
of credibility. People remember, like CNN and all that stuff. If it's on TV, it must be real. It's now the internet. If it's on the internet, it must be real. If it's on Google, it must be real. It must be real. So but here's the thing though, you need to know where to find the information and what that information is. That way you could use it for your own benefit, if that makes sense.
Sure.
What did you learn from today?
Oh, the video search optimization is something I've always been
I'm hearing a
interested
theme
in.
here. Okay, video search is cool. Okay.
And plus, the roadmap's kind of nice too. And the what I mean
thank
by
you.
that is,
I'm proud of that.
You know, to help train salespeople as well as sharpen my own skills, I think the roadmap.
So you're talking about the grid. When I do the Detroit Auto Dealers Association, like I did, like the 60 plus salespeople, that was one of the biggest things they liked. They liked that grid. So you liked how I broke it down, the 8 different ways where it's not enough to say, I want to sell 30 cars, I want to sell 20 cars, boss. Okay, that sounds great. I want to be tall. That shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I need to turn around and get a specific. Okay, I want to sell 30 cars. Where am I going to get my cars from? So thank you for mentioning that. Okay, what about you, sir, back there? What did you learn from today, if anything at all?
Of course, the video search optimization and the different ways of doing that, you know, and YouTube with your keywords and stuff. But with the social media and stuff, by having your customers check in, I mean, you're really getting into
The checking, you like that
world.
too, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So yes, just to remember, and the reason why I do this, again, is think about this. I'm forcing you all to pick out things from today. This is something you could go back to because you're mind fried with information. So all I want to be able to do is, I forgot about that. I talked so much today, but one of the things that I talked about is getting yourselves to check in, but your
Which I
clients to
did
check
during
in.
the meeting.
You did. You checked in. Okay, good. I checked in too. So can you imagine if we developed that habit consistently? Awesome stuff. Okay, I went on this side already. Back there. Okay, what did you get out of the training?
Well, I got out of the training, the most important thing is all the tools that we've been presented with, we can use them all and that they're very valuable.
Right.
And you can make a lot of use of that. There's really a lot, everybody has added a lot of things that are really excellent. I like the social media.
What tool? What would you say? And this is I'm going to challenge you on purpose because we're winding down. What is the number one thing that you could take from this? You could be better with after you leave this training. There's a lot of stuff, but if there's one thing that you want to grip onto that you could leave this workshop with, what would that be?
Creating my digital presence, my media presence.
Very good. You, sir? What'd you get out of it, if anything?
Setting myself up for the month, like the 30 cars.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically planning.
Planning on how to sell
Okay.
to that certain point.
All right. So question for you. Did you think what I said was like vapor, or was it a solid methodical process from that grid, beginning with the end result in mind, to the word tracks and everything in between with the digital marketing?
It was solid.
Okay. Now, Nate, correct?
Yep.
Okay, you had to step out for a little bit. What did you get out of this information-wise?
I think my favorite part is I realize how insane I am trying to live under an umbrella brand when it's so easy and cheap for me to go out there and brand myself and put a little bit of effort into it, and it's going to pay off tenfold.
Well, no, here, and it's not even that, but like, that's it right there. Your value package proposition. Let's just use Toyota because I'm seeing all the freaking Toyota signs up here and it's just in my head. But again, you know, what is different? There are a lot of Toyota dealerships. You said that there's 8 Toyota dealerships in 60-mile radius. So you've got to be able to articulate why this particular Toyota dealership is different. And the number one reason is because you exist here, because you're here. Sell yourself the dealership of the product. That's the rules of engagement from day one. Sales 101, right? So perfect. And what about you, sir?
Probably the importance of all the tools that are available to us, especially with the internet. Like
The
Google,
tools, right?
YouTube,
The
and-
Google. Okay, good.
And having a plan of attack, not just going into it half-wit.
Strategy. Did you like that whole sync my dealership thing I did?
Yeah,
With the
that
target
was,
about,
that
yeah.
was, yeah. And when I started here, I actually did mystery shops.
Mhm.
So I actually kind of saw how some of their processes work. And just like with having the plan of attack, they would kind of come out and just half-ass their way through it, but hey, what do you do? And there was no level of interest at all anymore.
That's something that you got to do. If you're selling against 8 other stores, you should really understand what they're telling their customers.
It's part of the entire training. It's
100%. Mike, just because you have a different perspective, you're the GM. What did you get? Like, because I think your information is a little bit different than theirs because they're running their own business, but for you, they're globally yours. What did you get that is a little bit different or interesting that you want to focus on once I leave here?
Well, we've been concentrating a lot and spending a lot of money on SEM. I think we're actually concentrating too much on SEM and not enough on SEO.
Very good. And the reasons why is that Google says only 20% of people are going to click the pay-per-click. 80% of people are going to go natural. And what I want to say is, Mike, that is really huge. What you want to do with your optimization is you want to make sure, this is very important, that you, okay, have anchors in the water. If somebody clicks the pay-per-click, there's no residual value. There's nothing there. If you've got the organic placement, like you saw those 6 out of top 10 things off of that Ford Davenport, that's what you want to do. You, hands down, agreed. You want to focus on organic optimization. It is a higher closing ratio, higher gross profit, and unlike PPC, it is a permanent fixture if you do it the right way. Okay, perfect. All right, so this is going to be